Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Hibike Euphonium 2, or you could call it Sound Euphonium 2, which is on episode 10. Yes, don't be too surprised if this thing is up early. I had some things I managed to take care of, and there was a change of plans in the schedule for me so far, okay? So, let's just get this started. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we have to it that after everything has been happening and Kumiko talking to Asuka senpai, we have to it that the other band members ask like Kumiko how's Asuka, you know? Apparently she doesn't know about the band and so forth, about her coming to the band, but everything seems to be okay. But the way I look on Asuka's face, she is not okay. We all know that. And she can even hide it herself with her vicious smile or lying face expression, whatever you want to call it. There's no denying that. We will all know in the end that if the person's actually lying, you know? In the very end. I mean, depending on the performance and how they act, or even when they are just smiling and just having a cheerful, happy-go-lucky conversation, we all know that the person is not okay. Eventually, when it came to Kumiko and her sister, we had to it that Mamiko, which is Kumiko's sister, talks to her and tells her the truth of why she was acting the way she is. She pretty much wasn't really happy on what she was doing, and especially with her actions. All she ever did was follow her parents' orders and so forth of growing up and going to college and so forth and so on. And she was just jealous of Kumiko, seeing that she does not get a little like pressured by her parents, you know? And that is something that that we all been through. Eventually, if you guys have siblings, you know, there were times where you get pressured the most and they tell you what they want you to do and so forth and so on, you know? And eventually it leads to the point where how are you supposed to say it? That it gets you into a situation where you're regretful of what you could have done or what you wanted to do, especially even if you had to argue with your parents and so forth. Sometimes Mamiko didn't have that kind of guts to do so, but also tells Kumiko you know, I suggest you do whatever you have to do and don't have any regrets, you know? And of course, we have to it that Kumiko was told by her sister Mamiko that she's leaving, you know? And after hearing all that she said to her and everything else what's been going on, she actually says that she's not too sad about her leaving, but after realizing when she's got on the train, she's crying greatly. She really realizes that she is sad because after everything that Kumiko was told by her sister not to have any regrets and how she had to follow her parents and so forth, she actually realizes that she really is gonna have something over this. There was a scene with Asuka senpai along with Haruka and Kaori senpai talking to Asuka about this, you know, and so forth. However, things kind of got a little tense about focusing on exams and so forth, and it did not look pretty good. So Kumiko, on the other hand, after hearing much advice from her sister and so forth, we have to it that she decides to go talk to Asuka, and after much talk and Asuka arguing back with very vocal local points right now, Kumiko strikes back that don't try to act like you're some adult or you know everything, okay? You're just a kid like us. I'm a child, you're a child. Everyone's everyone's waiting for you to come back and so forth. And most importantly, she tells Asuka, don't just give up after you've done everything that you can, and don't make any choices that you're gonna regret. And that is something to be related to life about, because I'm pretty sure all of us went through school and did some things that we're not too happy about. Especially, it will continue to be with us forever unless you want it to. And eventually, you know, like Kumiko says to Asuka, you know, don't give up until you tried until you've done everything you can, or you tried every single move that will get you to that result, you know? Not only that, that's the first thing to understand. The second thing is Kumiko telling Asuka, don't make any choices that you're gonna regret. You want your dad to hear you. You want to go into the nationals. I want to play with you with the euphonium. I want to hear your euphonium and so forth, etc. You know. So those are two lessons in this episode that I find most intriguing or life learning. You know, because all of us do things that possibly gonna be very regretful later in our life, you know? Not to mention about like another thing too is just like make sure you do everything that you can before you give up and so forth, you know? And that's about it, you know? And really enjoyed that moment and scene with Kumiko and Asuka senpai, you know? And that was pretty slick, that's all I can say. But eventually, you know, after Asuka hears what Kumiko said, next day or a couple days later, Asuka senpai comes back to play, and that's a good thing, you know? But another scene is shipped all over to like Kosuke Arena. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys won't forget from last week's episode that she did see a photo of Tak Sensei and a girl, you know? And I'm pretty sure she was not shown in this episode at all. Like, she was only shown maybe at a little bit in this episode, maybe towards the end of the episode, like a cameo, but that's about it. So there's something going on right there. And eventually, I'm pretty sure Kumiko is going to have to tell her everything. There's no freaking big deal trying to hide it right now, you know? And that is the freaking dang world truth about it. And I'm pretty sure after the drama has been settled with Asuka, because apparently she managed to brag her mom about like making it to the top 30 mock exams in the nationals, I believe. And by the time that she managed to brag her mom that she wants to go back to the band, you know, thanks to Kumiko's words and so forth. But right now it does shift to like around the end of the episode, Hibike Euphonium, it does shift to Kosuke Arena with that kind of stern-looking face, not really caring at all, you know? So this might be implied because Asuka Senpai is back, that might be it, but everyone's happy except Reina, but this might imply Reina might have another problem involving herself because she's in love with the sensei, she's in love with Tak Sensei, and Tak Sensei does have someone he loves back then, and if Reina does not find out soon, who knows? This might affect her mentality and performance at the same time. And that is the dang old fact. So if anything else, I'll leave it here. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.